everyone, welcome to a new video. I'm excited because today we're going to be building a perfect farm, and when I say a perfect farm, I mean it's gonna have everything. It's like my dream farm I wish I could live on in real life, but I'm gonna give it to my Sims because I can't. If that makes sense. Recently, I've been researching other games to play on this channel that are kind of cozy themed. So I was looking at Coral Island, I was looking at Stardew Valley. I also played Planet Zoo until 2 a.m. last night. I got really carried away. So those will be coming soon to the channel, and we'll see if you guys like them. But today I woke up and I thought, I just want to build a perfect farm in The Sims 4. And I've drawn it all out, you guys. This is my drawn plan. So basically it's going to be a U-shaped house. We're going to have a shed with horses, a cow, a llama paddock, an orchard, including a vineyard, and the grapes are going to be there as well, like actual grape plants that your Sims can harvest from. We'll also have a basement for wine to be stored, and then we'll need to have a greenhouse with a florist table, and of course chickens. I've already started working on the basic layout because I really had to concentrate for this part. So I have gridded up the whole block, and I've also built the sheds for the horses and the main house layout. And I also grabbed some of the plants from the gallery and put them in their areas as well. But I'm gonna need your help to do everything else. We're going to furnish this all together, do all of the landscaping, the roofing, etc. So let's start with maybe the roofing first to really bring it together. But this is what it looks like so far. I actually just used the Maxis stables from the styled room tool over here, which a lot of people don't even know exists, but they've already got pre-styled rooms there. But yeah, everything's kind of ready to go. Oh, except for the basement. I forgot to build the basement. And the reason why we're doing a basement is because when you're doing Nectar making in The Sims 4, you want to have the cellar underground in a basement because it gains value more quickly. So I'll pop that there. My game's also having a little glitch where when I place ladders and potentially stairs, I tend to have some freezing issues in my game. And I'm not sure if it's just if I'm building on the day or if it's just any time I do it. So I'm always a little nervous to place ladders at the moment. I'm not sure if anyone else is having that problem, but I'm just gonna click save to make sure that everything's all right. And if worse comes to worse and the game crashes, we'll have plenty of saves to go back to. Okay, so the house is just like such a simple design. And I love the idea of having a really simple and perfect kind of farmhouse. I just want this house to be easy to play in. I want it to be satisfying to play in as well, and just something you can really look forward to when you launch up your game. And then I was thinking we should probably have like some kind of roofing here in the center to give a little bit of shade over the balcony. Now, if you also do decide to download this build, I will put it on the gallery. I could also suggest that to protect your plants from the weather with seasons, if you have seasons installed, I would make sure it's undercover. You don't have to build a whole room around it. As long as it has like a roof over it or flooring, that should be covered up. And you could also do that with your orchard, but just for the aesthetics, I thought we would keep it all open for now because I think it does look really pretty. And I'm not sure if I want to have these two side bits. Well, actually, first off, let's get some columns in. I haven't fully decided what the overall look and feel of this house will be yet, but I'm thinking not so much a ranch style of house, but more of a British/Australian farmhouse. I mean, maybe a farmhouse you could kind of see anywhere in the world, so it fits into the world of Hemford-on-Bagley. And in case you don't know, Hemford-on-Bagley came with The Sims 4 cottage living. And it's voted as like the top world in a lot of like online rankings of Sims worlds. So yeah, it's a good one. And I have to say cottage living is also one of my favorite packs too. Okay, so that's gonna be, oh my goodness, I almost moved our hedge. So this is gonna be our overall look of the house. And if you decide to move here and you grow a family, you can always expand the house and build upwards. My dog's going off. We must have a delivery. For the sheds, we'll keep it really simple because one shed is our winemaking shed. The other shed is going to be a greenhouse. And then the shed over here, this is actually going to be our horse shed and also our workshop where you can work on a woodworking table, or maybe you want to put a robotics table in there. Maybe you want to convert one stable into your Sims home gym. You know, you can do whatever you like here. Again, I might lower this and bring that into the roof line. It's like this, so it looks like it's hiding nicely. And we'll also copy over some of these columns. I guess I'm not really matching up all of my columns, am I? Oh, actually, also because we want this to be very perfect looking, we need to make sure that all of the roofs underneath these pitched roofs are, there's flooring here, so it's all nice and neat because we'll be painting all of that flooring, which is a detail not everyone knows about still, but it's definitely nice to be able to paint underneath the flooring. It's made such a difference because in gameplay you used to always have these stark white ceilings, and now if you just go to floor, it says floor and ceiling patterns. You can click ceilings by tile and select whichever one. And once you go page down, that's how you can paint underneath them. Sometimes it's a bit glitchy, like this right now is not working, but interestingly, when you select another floor type, then it seems to work for me. I don't know, you gotta fiddle around a bit, but yeah, we'll do some kind of wood probably under here. And then if you go into tab mode, you'll be able to see that beautiful roofing underneath. So I may as well just do all of the roofing whilst I'm here. Although I guess in these sheds, I would like to make the roofing look a little rougher. Even though it's a perfect house, sometimes perfection is also when you have some imperfection. Otherwise it's too perfect, right? Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the roofing. We've just got to select what kind of roofing color we want. I do always like the scalloped pine roof from just base game. If we go with more modern roof types, I feel like the building might look more modern than I was going for, because I still want it to be, I guess, quite a versatile home for a lot of people to download if they want to. Maybe we should do halfway between modern, contemporary, and traditional. So it kind of, we can appeal both audiences. So we'll do this newer black roof. Actually, that's really stark black. What happens if we go with the gray? Or we could even go the green. Like the green's a nice idea on this farm. Oh my gosh, that lighting is so much better. Isn't it funny? Sometimes depending on the block, you can go to like evening lighting and then it looks so much better. Okay, and then last of all, of course, we want to do some roof trims, which again, not everyone knows about roof trims. And it's one of those little things that make such a difference. So we're gonna trim all of our roofs nicely so they look gorgeous like that. And we can also use our eyedropper tool by pressing E and going down to half wall trims here to give our half walls a new trim. And I think we should go for a white color as our accent pieces. I'm gonna use a lot of items from Cottage Living, Horse Ranch DLCs. There's just so many DLCs out for Sims now. It's kind of ridiculous how much you can add into your game, and probably very overwhelming for a lot of newcomers. But last night when I was playing Planet Zoo, I've got all of the packs. It was very kind of Frontier, who actually makes Planet Zoo. It was very kind of them because they gave me all the DLCs because I said I'd love to have a look at the game again because it's been a while. Ooh, I like this tile from Green Haven Kit. So I have all the DLCs, which is amazing, but because I was coming back to it after many years since playing it, I just had a couple of DLCs installed, so it wasn't too overwhelming. And I think that's a great idea, and I think that works really well for The Sims 2, even if you have a lot to maybe pick and choose just a few to start with, especially if you're building. When Planet Zoo first came out, I was playing it and I was so excited for it, but I had this issue where when I tried to make videos with it, I use a program called OBS and it just could not capture the game. Like it was so difficult. There was so much lag. So I just ended up not really making videos or playing it anymore, which was such a shame. So I'm hoping when I go to film it again, that's long been fixed and it's no longer an issue, because James has just made some videos and he had so much fun. I have to say I've loved watching his videos of Planet Zoo, especially seeing all the Australian animals. because I'm a big Australiana animal fan, especially wombats. And he said he didn't have any issues, so fingers crossed. I kind of like this lattice idea that we've created through using the smooth keeper fence from base game. I'm just thinking that we should put some greenery over this. So I'm gonna delete all of this flooring in between. And I've also already, like with this house, drawn a plan for my Planet Zoo. Actually, that reminds me, I need to play more Disney Dreamlight Valley. But yeah, we're just gonna play some new games, and if you guys enjoy it, we'll play more of them. Because I think a lot of people are just wanting to see not just Sims at the moment. And I also posted on my community tab the other day for you guys to let me know which games you wanted to see. By the way, I'm just holding control and the 0 key. I forgot what I was doing just then to lift up these bushes. Oh, sorry, the 9 key. Control and 0 is down, control and 9 is up. Some of you guys won't even need to hold the control key. It depends if you've set different camera positions in tab camera mode. Because when I go into tab camera mode, like this first person camera, if I press different numbers, it will go, whoa, I get so much motion sickness, so I'm sorry if anyone else does. But it goes to a preset camera position. And that is why it doesn't work for the other basic commands. Okay, this is already looking so nice. I really hope we stick with these columns because it's gonna be really annoying to change the color of every single column. And if you're wondering why my plaster looks different to what's the default in the game, it's just because I'm painting the walls with a plaster from the restoration kit, which is a more recent one, I suppose. And these are our grapevines, and I've put the grape plants in between because you can't harvest off this actual vine. And that was from live edit mode, and that's how you can access some items that aren't in your catalog. Oh my gosh, this is looking so pretty. I'm obsessed with this already. Okay, so I'm gonna use a lot of Greenhouse Haven kit. Love this kit because it has so many great items, including doors, windows, and the windows can also be open or closed, which is just a really nice touch. And you can have plain glass, you can have, I don't know what that's called, that square pattern, but you can have that. So for our greenhouse, I think I want to make it literally green. It's a bit on the nose, but love it. And the other thing that I love about this is that it has fly wire. And in Australia, well, at least in the more southeastern state that I'm in Victoria / where Melbourne is, you gotta have fly wire. I don't know, some people don't have fly wire, and I do not know how they survive without it, but we get so many flies in summer. In fact, you might have seen the classic Australian hats with corks hanging off them. And the idea behind that was so the corks on the string would swing and keep the flies out of your face. I'm also going to use this gable roof. What is the difference between the different whites? Oh, one's just ever so slightly brighter. Well, we'll go with our bright whites. And the thing with this gable is that you really want to match the angle of it with your roof. Otherwise, I think it just looks a little strange. Although that matches the angle pretty nicely. Even though there's a gap, I still think it looks good. We could size this down, but I don't think that's gonna work over there for us. Cool, so that's a nice detail. I also love these hanging plants here. We may end up putting windows in that location, but for now, I'll place these up. Oh, I just realized I accidentally deleted the whole deck somehow. Don't know how that happened. Oh, it was probably when I deleted the flooring above it, maybe. Well, we'll just go to platforms here and place it in again and just hope it doesn't mess everything up. Because sometimes it does. Weren't those brought in a step? I think so. Did you ruin my roof? No. Phew. And I love this new flooring we got from Adventure Awaits. Beautiful decking. I didn't realize how badly we needed decking until that pack. Okay, so we've got that there. I'm looking from the interior of the house to figure out how many windows we might want. We probably want to have at least 3 windows on this side. And again, I'm just going to use the Greenhouse Haven kit. We'll probably have a bed over here, so I'm not sure that we're going to want to have windows in every spot. And I was thinking this would be a kid's room over on this side. And seeing as this will be the kitchen, we don't want to have floor-to-ceiling windows because the kitchen counter will block it. And then it's a little strange over this side because we do have a small wall cut out here. So if we want to match the windows on either side, it can still work because we're placing singular windows, but it could look a little strange from the inside with that window there. We can always revisit it. I might put 3 windows there. We're gonna just have heaps and heaps of natural light. So much natural light. And then I'm gonna stick to some base game windows here, and we're just gonna do this little square window for this bathroom. We'll do a little square window on this side for that bathroom. And then for our kitchen window, I love this sliding window that was added to base game not that long ago because I love having big windows in the kitchen. Okay, and then also for our stable here, I mean, these came with these barn windows. I'm not sure if these look a bit more American ranch style than what we're going for. I mean, I guess we could just maybe do a softer, lighter color and it might work. Yeah, we'll keep them for now. And also they're at the back of the house. And I thought this door maybe looked a little too pristine to have here on our shed, but this door, this came from Adventure Awaits, and I kind of like that it's a little more scuffed, if you will. We could also do the same thing over here if we wanted to. And I suppose we don't really need any windows in our winemaking area, although to tie it in with our stables, we could do maybe just one of these windows over here. And I was thinking of maybe having a yellow house or a green house. Oh wait, we have our green roof, so we'd probably do, or maybe we'll just do white. Oh, but then there's no contrast with our windows, which would be a bit of a shame to just have everything white. It's kind of boring. In terms of our doors, I love these doors from Seasons because they have that kind of farm look about them. They're also have a beautiful crisp white swatch. So we could place a door here. Then we also need a door to our bedroom, both bedrooms actually. We could do a sneaky door from this bedroom and from our main area of the house, so that acts as the main bathroom. And then I was thinking, seeing as this will be like a library office, and also because we have this window here, maybe we could make this just a glass door, but separate it from the front door by making it clear glass. That could be nice, or we could do the exact same door as this one. My favorite timber flooring is definitely the planks from Businesses and Hobbies. I just love the width of this. I love the swatches. So let's go with that. We'll go for a slightly more muted light wood, I think. Got some planks in here, and then in the bathrooms, what kind of tiles do we want to do? I mean, I do love the sleek bathroom kit. That's a nice one. I have used it a lot recently though. I'll use it just for now. And then for the wallpaper, I feel like the dark gray is just too trying to be modern maybe. I do like the white and the cream, but like I said, we don't get that lovely contrast with the windows. Or would we make the windows all timber, but then we don't get this lovely pattern on the windows? They're all just clear windows. Or do you go like a timber house? Now that's kind of interesting. I guess that's heading in the direction of a ranch style. Honestly, there's so many directions we could go in. Or do we just go a brick, like a stone? Oh, that's pretty. Like there is something about just having brick that I really like. This one's actually from City Living. Okay, I think we'll either go with the red brick or we go with this Adventure Awaits. And I like both. I think both look really nice. I think I like the red though with the green roof. It's just bit more of a stronger statement, I think. Of course, if you download it, feel free to pick whatever you like. Oh, this was the stone wall I was originally going to use, but for some reason I couldn't find it in the catalog. So I used the base game one, which is also fine. But I feel like this suits Hempert on Bagley more. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. I think this looks good. I like the green roof. It's giving a little bit of an Australiana feel for me, but also I feel like it's a blend of different styles, so hopefully you guys like it. I think it'd also be so nice having French doors from your bedroom to the outside. That would be so nice. And then I was gonna have a barbecue area here and an outdoor table. Yeah, I think that looks like a lovely spot to sit in the afternoon with a cup of tea. Put this little candle out there as well. I absolutely love the lighting cast upon the table through all of these leaves, how it's all spotty. You know what we're missing from the game? I feel like we're missing the perfect front door pot planters. Like, I just feel like we don't have the right one yet. I'm looking for maybe a rosemary bush in a pot or some mint in a big pot to put at my front door. Maybe I'll just size this one down. I mean, sure, those ones look okay. They look welcoming. Speaking of welcoming, would we like to have a welcome mat? Yes, I think so. Okay, interior color scheme. This is a tough one. I mean, instantly I'm kind of going for a light gray or a nice light blue or a neutral, but I would like to use something a bit newer or fresher. Oh, maybe something from Lovestruck. Because the nice thing about Lovestruck is it still has a skirting board, which I really appreciate. Yeah, maybe we could go the blue. Blue's nice. Slightly more vibrant than I would usually want. Like, I wish it was just a bit more muted, but we could still go for it as something a bit different. Or we could just go the white, which is just a bit of a shame. It's a bit boring. The main bedroom could work with blush colors with a matching ensuite. And we could match the blue to the blue on the walls outside, which is very handy for the other bathroom. Great, so we have wallpapers chosen. Let's save. Always remember to save. I just realized how much landscaping we're also going to have to do. Gonna be a lot. I was thinking of putting big trees at the front here, but maybe we'll do shrubbery here and then trees on the sides so they don't obstruct the front of the house, the facade, or as I like to say, the facade. I actually really love the look of these elm trees. I think they suit the house perfectly. I always rotate each tree a little bit just so they look slightly different. We could put fountains here, but I think it'll make the house look too fancy pantsy. We could also do more, you could also do more growing areas, but I'm gonna put shrubbery in here. And then if you guys want to go to town with doing more farming stuff, you have 2 more plots here to work with. So it's kind of nice to have an opportunity to use that space and not have everything filled in. Oh, I love the idea of lavender though. Maybe we should have a lavender farm here. Was it Kate Emerald who did the most beautiful lavender farmhouse? Or unless I'm thinking, maybe it was someone else who did it. Anyway, there was a creator who did such a pretty lavender farmhouse. And it was so pretty. Oh no, it was Merlinka lavender farmhouse. So pretty. But Kate Emerald also does insane builds too. So let's do a lavender farm out the front. And you know what? I know I don't usually do this, but we could do the sneakiest little bit of terrain. Definitely our theme today is like flat geometric build. Well, not geometric, but you know, like gridded build. But I want my lavenders to have a little bit of lift in them. What do they say? The higher the hair, the closer to God. The higher the lavender, the closer to God. That's cute. Oh, I literally just flattened them all again. Okay, there we go. And I'm also not really wanting to do too much terrain paint because you know how there's that bug that we've had forever where it just gets rid of all your terrain paint. But I'm not planning to exit the game until I upload this. Like, I've decided this is being finished in one day. And considering I was playing Planet Zoo till 2 a.m. last night, it might be another late night. Wish me luck. And we could do the same with these bushes, but I don't think I will just because I'm a little nervous that the Sims won't be able to actually get to the plants. I'm gonna add some variation to the soil type as well, just so we get a few different colors. You know, it's a perfect farm, but like I said, it's perfectly imperfect too. Like there's gonna be lots of green grass and lush greenery, but nature is perfect because it's imperfect. And maybe some areas the grass is a little, like the coloring's a little bit different because some areas are more watered than others. The areas that have chickens, they've probably stomped on every living thing in their area because chickens, aren't they related to dinosaurs? Am I crazy, or are chickens like a dinosaur? There's something to do with dinosaurs, I swear. And they like destroy everything they come in contact with, I've heard. And so I've been told. If you get chickens, just know they'll destroy everything you have. Actually, we can do a little bit of terrain manipulation here in an area where we're not too stressed about Sims or animals getting to. The other thing we could have a bit of room for is a lake or something. or clothesline. Although I don't think we're gonna have a laundry inside, but that's something you could add depending on what bits you're gonna use. Oh my gosh, it's looking so pretty already. I also just feel like I need to rotate some of these bushes. You can hold Alt to freely rotate it 360 degrees, otherwise it's going to snap a little bit. And I do that because otherwise they're just clones of each other and it looks kind of weird, right? So that's why I'm always rotating. Gorgeous. Yeah, you could put some water here. There's a bit of room to move around in. Okay, so this will be our lounge room. I think we might introduce some brick here. We could do a slightly painted or washed out brick if we don't want to have it so bam, although it's a different brick to this one. And there's only one version of this. I wish we had a kind of a whitewash version of it. Anyway, I'm going to put a plain TV up. None of these new fancy, oh, we definitely need to have that for Christmas lights on the house. None of these frameless fancy TVs. I'm also using my favorite cats and dogs planks on the walls. This is going to be our kitchen. What kitchen do we want to do? Do we want to go like full Farmer Joe kitchen? The only thing with this one is the cabinets aren't best. These are great because all the pieces just work so beautifully together that it makes it just really easy to build the kitchen. But I always get people saying, but Deli, you always use Home Chef Hustle. Well, it's the best, okay? Can you blame me? But we're gonna use base game today. I'm also trying to pick a color that goes with our walls. I'm tempted to use that one. The dark brown is nice too. The black's nice, but might be a bit harsh for this house. I mean, that does work with our walls and it's bright and friendly. I'd say this one, or we're gonna go with the match it to the wooden floors. I prefer this one. I do. So we can do a straight across, you know, no mucking around, but I was originally wanting to do that kind of a shape, but I'm also realizing these windows here are gonna get blocked by these, but also the hedge is kind of covering it up so we could get away with it. So I think I'm gonna do a little sneaky version. Yes. And I'm also looking at these windows and thinking maybe we just have one because we're going to have to fit in a fridge here and I don't want to put the fridge here because it kind of blocks off the bathroom. This Parenthood fridge actually has a swatch that works really well with these counters. And I read that some smart fridges are actually going to run ads soon. Is that true? I think I saw it in the news and I just thought that was kind of crazy. You can also mix and match these a bit too. You don't have to do the same colors for the upper and lower cabinets. I just wish this white was slightly softer so it's not as stark. It's funny, I do miss having a color wheel for these reasons. And maybe if I move the lights away, it'll help. No, that's really not doing anything for me, is it? It's just making the rest of the kitchen darker. Ah, they are really bright, but this just isn't working with the walls properly for me. Maybe we should go the plain walls, even though it's not my favorite idea, but it does make life a bit easier for putting in furniture and stuff. We either do these blue walls for the whole room, or we get to do a blue kitchen or a yellow kitchen. I mean, at this point, we can do whatever kitchen we like. I mean, that's a cute kitchen, no? But the white walls do kind of suck. Or we go back to the blue walls. Tough decision. I'm gonna do the blue walls because I never do walls like that for most of the house. Oh, I just actually thought of another fridge we could use, which is this really cute one with all the stickers on it from the new kitchen kit. I think we have to use this one because it is so gorgeous. I just love it. And we could also put a shelf here. Oh, actually, maybe we can use a couple of sneaky shelves up there to make it look like things are placed on top of the fridge, which I don't know if it's good to place stuff on top of a fridge in real life. I feel like that could be problematic, but I don't know. We have a window here. We have a window splashback behind our stove and it surprisingly stays so clean. I had a few people warning us like, don't do it. It's gonna get really messy, but it's really not a problem. So if you ever happen to do a kitchen renovation or you're looking at a house with a kitchen that has a window behind a stove, it's been all right for us. I'm gonna place these little guys on top here. Some of you guys were saying you can like delete the shelf under the object, but I don't understand what you guys meant by that, because then the shelf deletes the object as well. But there's something like that everyone was telling me you need to do this because it works really well, and I still don't understand, and I feel really silly. Okay, let's get this sink. I am into the gold sinks at the moment, but we could move away and do something different with our lives and do a blue sink just because we're doing these blue walls. So let's do that. What else is in kitchen clutter that I would like to have in here? Oh, we could do the splashbacks. That's kind of cute. I still can't get past the fact that it sometimes looks like a wall piece though. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of, oh, actually, no, it doesn't. It looks legit. Okay, I like it. I changed my, wow, that looks, I don't think I noticed there was that version of it. That does match the walls perfectly if you're into the matchy match. We're into the matchy match. I don't mind the matchy match, but I think I prefer this because we've got the blue sink. Safety first, people. Oh, and we need outdoor bins. Don't forget your outdoor bins because your Sims, that rhymes, because your Sims need your outdoor bins. And now I'm just gonna go into a song and dance singing about your Sims and the outdoor bins. What is happening to me as I get older? Okay, we'll have, you know what? I'm gonna pop a couple of bins out there. Do we wanna make these doors also timber because we have the timber floor? Or maybe the muted timber is nicer? I think with the kitchen it's too much, so we'll just keep it like this. Now, for our kitchen island, did we wanna wrap it like this? Or just have a mini island in the middle? Because you gotta think, going to the bathroom, you want pretty easy access to that. You don't wanna be mucking around too much. But at that point, we could also put in the kitchen caddy, although that is quite small. Or we could do a quadrant. Now that's kind of interesting. I do like that it's a bit different and it leaves more walkway this side, but then you'd also, this looks really tight, doesn't it? By the way, did you guys see that Hilary Duff has new music tomorrow? Well, if this video comes out on the right day, it might be today. Or if I get this video out later, if I don't finish it tonight and I fall asleep. Then yeah, even later. You know, before we do more in this kitchen, I feel like we need to actually see where our dining table is going to be. Because the dining table could end up taking up a lot of room. I was going to use these chairs. I love these, but they don't go with the wallpaper. So we may need to use a different chair. I mean, I don't mean to be dramatic, but this wallpaper is my life's biggest struggle. I'm just finding it so hard, the color, because it's kind of, it's very cartoony. Like, I feel like I need these thicker cartoony chairs to go with the walls. Okay, so I had a bit of a play around and I like this color scheme. And it was actually really lucky because this rug actually ties in this wall with the chairs. Like, how crazy is that? It's got the perfect match of colors in it, or blend of colors. So we love that. I've also got one lonely stool over here because I feel like if we have stools all across, it's too much. We'll make it look like someone's been working on their cookies over here. James has been doing a Stardew Valley stream on Sundays. So it's called Stardew Sundays. And I want to make Stardew cookies in star shapes, like the star fruit. Just a random reminder that I want to do that because we're just looking at all of the cookies. Just random things, you know. My favorite item in this whole kitchen kit has to be this shopping bag. I love the shopping bag. I think it just makes it look so realistic. I love the first swatch. I feel like this is more of a tea house, a cup of tea, than a cup of coffee. Although I think they could do both here. I'm gonna put my tea maker in, and this tea maker came from ordering Adventure Awaits early, I think. So unfortunately that one you can't get in any packs. Unless you can still get it now. I thought that color was really cute. I'm not gonna bother putting a burglar alarm in because we have doors in every room. So we would need to put the burglar alarm in every single room. I'll leave that up to you guys. I'm also putting some kid appropriate stuff around the house as well because I want this to look like a family home. I absolutely love the pieces from the Grange Room Mud Kit. They're just so nice. You know, it's really hard to actually choose a couch for this house because I don't want it to be too modern, but then I don't want it to be too traditional either. So I'm thinking of maybe going this cottage living couch and then merging it with, I'm not sure, some mismatched armchairs maybe that make it a little brighter. Or I mean, the polka dot chair is actually quite sweet. That also matches the floors, the walls, not the floors. But I never get to use the polka dots, so now I kind of want to. There's another traditional chair that's very pretty, or even with the flowers on it. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that pattern just gets me every time, and then it ties into the rug and the wall too. Let's go with that. I also like the idea of this farm-themed basket, if we can fit that maybe over here. It's not too crowded. A rocking chair would also be very nice. It's just fitting all of these items in is a little difficult. What if we merged this with the wall? So it looks like it's just arms without a back to give us more space. I think that still works over here, so we could probably fit the rocking chair in like this. Oh, imagine having a glass coffee table with kids. It gets so dirty, and then I feel like they would whack their head on it or something. So maybe we won't do the glass. I kind of like this table. It ties everything in nicely together. Or do we get rid of this bench completely, even though I really like it, so we can actually have this rocking chair fit more nicely, even though it pains me to get rid of that. This TV is so high up for this, like on this fireplace. We need a lower fireplace for a TV, but I like the design of this one. What happens if we had a really mini fireplace? That's kind of nice. That's from Adventure Awaits. I haven't actually used this one very often, but that's actually really kind of sweet. I think the one thing missing in here is just a simple lamp. Though this one feels a bit harsh because it's metal for this house. Something a bit softer, like this, and more of a traditional look. We could even put it behind. Oh no, that doesn't work. Yeah, that's nice. For the bathroom, let's do a bathtub in the main bathroom because it is really nice to have a bath if you have toddlers. And I actually really like this one that came with Parenthood. And we can tie it into our bathroom a bit better by just holding down Alt and moving it into the wall so it looks like the back of it's part of the bathroom wall. We'll do the gold because we have some more gold themes in this house. Nice vanity. The only thing is we don't have a mirror, so perhaps I'll move the toilet over under the window and we'll do the mirror here. We have a nice curtain over that. Now take note, the door would slide across, so you'd actually have your non-slip mat here, not over there. Just thinking realistically. I love the floral toilet paper. Definitely using floral. And I love the decals. I love these. I think they are so cute, and if I was a kid, I would have absolutely loved to have these on the wall. We probably did have something on the bathroom walls growing up. I just don't remember it. Super cute. Okay. And then in this ensuite bathroom that joins up with the main bedroom, we can just do a shower, keep it pretty simple. And this is getting me very excited for our bathroom renovation, which is happening or starting next week. Don't ask me why we keep doing renovations at the end of the year, because this is what happened last year. But it's happening and I cannot wait. It's gonna be so crazy busy because we are going to Sydney as well to see James's family, and then my family will stay here and look after the house and enjoy the new bathroom whilst we've left right before it's probably finished. And I will vlog as much as I can over on my Deli Diary channel, which is my vlog channel. We did our kitchen renovation last year, which was a big renovation, and it was so great. I actually loved the process of it all. I had a lot of fun. Not everyone has fun during renovations, so I hope this one goes really well too. But I am a bit nervous about our plumbing situation because we're having the bathroom renovated due to the fact that there's been a lot of plumbing problems. The actual bathroom, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a really nice bathroom, but it has to be ripped out to fix what's underneath it all. I have had to randomly unclog the toilet so many times, and we've spent a lot of money just calling in plumbers, like emergency plumbing. It's our only bathroom, so it's gonna be great when we don't have to worry about that anymore. But I am a bit nervous to hear what they actually find once they open it all up, so fingers crossed it's all good. Okay, a nice simple pink bathroom. Let's do the main bedroom next. I had this idea of using a gingham wallpaper, which I think is a really cute idea. It goes with the farm theme. Not everyone loves the gingham, but I think it's very cute. Although I probably wouldn't put it in my own house. Oh, look how sweet this is. Or the green bed. I was actually going to use this bed because it's just so nice. Or the other really lovely bed is this one and the cottage living one. Maybe not that one, maybe this one. Aw, I actually like the green with the pillars because the pillars kind of match the wallpaper. And maybe we don't need the panels on the back wall. Oh, I'm so silly. I put the door in the wrong spot. The door's meant to be over here. So what can we put here? I guess what should we put over here? I would put a bookshelf, but I think it'll be too cramped. Oh, I know. What about a chalkboard? This is totally an idea that I got from my good friend, Dr. Gluon. He's my bestie. He streams almost every single day and he gets wallpaper. Oh, that would be perfect if it didn't have the scratch at the bottom. Oh, here we go. Perfect. From Life and Death. He creates the illusion of a chalkboard. And if we just had some little chalk pieces to put at the bottom, that would be perfect. We need a pile of chalk for kids. And actually a chalkboard item for sim kids to actually draw on would be super cute. Or if they could actually interact with the wallpaper, that would be amazing. Yeah, we make it look like they've, drawn a unicorn or something. Maybe we can put some crafts at the bottom that kind of gives the idea that it could be a chalkboard area. I know this isn't crafts, but what if we could also put the new magnets. They look like little stickers. So we have the pencil holder, these types of things. We also have paints. None of these look like chalk at all. I suppose we can use our imagination. It does look like a kid stuck these magnets on. Some cards can go across here, or do we want to put those above the fireplace? Maybe we'll pop those there and some paper flowers. They make a lot of crafts in this family. They're they're into crafts. I'm starting to lean towards the green actually for the gingham wallpaper. Also, as if this family wouldn't have pets. So let's put in some pet balls too. And we could put a pet bed at the end of this bed. We'll do 2 of them. We'll have 2 pet beds here. Cute. Maybe someone who lives here grew up in the city, so they have a taxi next to their beds to remember the city life they used to live before they moved to the farm. Oh, actually, I should put that over here and then maybe have a lower wardrobe or a dresser table over on this side. Yeah, let's go with this vanity. So for the kids' room, I think we'll do a blue and yellow theme. I want to do the gingham again, and I love these new rugs that came in the recent game update that actually have beautiful West African inspired prints on them. For this house, I think we'll just go the plain ones and use a few more mudroom pieces as well. I gotta fill up these shelves somehow with kids stuff. Oh, the freezer bunny fairy. This can be our puzzle shelf just here. Oh, maybe we can squeeze the unicorn bank in here. Only just, but we did it. Oh, and we have imaginary friends, of course, so we can have a couple of these on the ground. I love the addition of imaginary friends. I just think they are so cute. They're also kind of creepy, but I kind of think it's a nice creepy. And my favorite little lamps, I think the colors of these are gorgeous. And I've just been using them so much. They came with businesses and hobbies. Sippy cup next to the bed. I always have a drink bottle next to the bed. I don't know about you guys. Oh, what's the new protective lamp? Bright and bouncy? Yeah, okay, well maybe we have this version of the lamp on this bedside because I think that keeps the monsters away. At least it says it does. Okay, so the big part's done, which is the house. These other areas will be a little more straightforward because, we just got to make sure horses have stuff to drink. We have a few decorative things on the walls, but nothing too wild. I love these hay barrels. So we'll pop a few of these around. And then I have so much landscaping to do. The workshop will use mostly items from the workshop kit, and we'll have this cardboard structure the kids might have made with, one of their parents who works in the workshop. Pop some sawdust all over the floor too. I think there would be room for the robotics station in here if you guys wanted to work on that. Or you could turn this into a gym area too. Oh, I should put some kids' bikes in here. I don't know if we have to do anything for the llamas because I think they have everything inside their house. So I guess my idea is one llama would go in this one and a cow would go in this one. I mean, we could do the troughs as just decorative things, even though they technically don't really eat or drink from these. We could actually technically fit in the barrels over here. I think the horses could actually use that, but I think the jumps, surely we can't fit in the jumps. Yeah, the jumps need a lot of room. My plan for the greenhouse is to just have some plant pots and this florist station as well. And I'm just making it all green. I'm using a lot of items from the Blooming Rooms kit and obviously Greenhouse Haven. These packs combined create such cute greenhouses. And actually I think, oh no, we will use this here. And we can put one of the new plant pots on here. Use some lilies. I think these are lilies. And may as well put, you know, a couple of sheltered plants in here as well that Sims can hopefully access there. Oh, and of course, how could I forget? The greenhouse can have a glass roof, and I've given it a solid roof. Silly me. That would have been absolutely tragic to make the greenhouse without a green roof. I'm going to make it half solid roof and half glass. Well, technically probably not even half. Let's get our central piece and pull in both sides. We want to have matching roof trim. Which trim did I use? This one? Yeah, there we go. And then for the best part, ta-da! Woohoo! There's our greenhouse. And actually, in the recent updates, some of you guys might not know this, but there's also been a greenhouse glass wall added, so you can make your whole greenhouse glass, which is very cool. I'll hide those bits using a bit of that green piece. And I just realized that I didn't paint that fully. Okay, and then we have our wine area. So again, I'll just keep this really simple. We've got our wine barrel, which technically without move objects on, it always wants it to be away from the wall. I don't think it really matters though. Some wine stains would have been great to have in this pack. Come to think of it. Okay, so you'd hop off the stairs going that way. And then down here, this is where you'll store all of your wine. And you can stack these Nectar racks. And Nectar making came with the Sims 4 Horse Ranch. And why don't we make them green for a change? I always make them that dark wood color. I will just have some clutter down here, and also we will have a stool because that's kind of iconic for wine tasting. I have a couple of stools here to try the wine. Lovely, cool beans. And now I've just got to landscape it and then we'll do our final tour. Okay, you guys, I have finished the perfect farm and I'm so pleased with it. I feel like this is such a good lot for a family to live on and just live out their farming dreams. And I would love to actually create a starter version of this. That would be pretty cool too. So you have somewhere to start and then somewhere to eventually aim to go to. So this is what it looks like from above. If you want to see, you know, the layout, that's what it's gonna look like. And we've been able to put everything we wanted in here. And it's like 7 p.m. at night, 7:30. I've been working on this all day. And yeah. I also found these really cute chicken things from debug mode and I thought they were just nice as an entrance, although I think they're slightly floating, so I'll have to lower them. But anyway, the house isn't that big because the property is what makes it amazing. You know, you don't need a big house if you got a beautiful garden, right? So over here, we've got the swing set. Again, some live edit objects or debug objects will be around the place. I just put the wreath out here as if it's hanging on the light because I thought that was cute. In here is our lovely floristry area. So you've got your florist table there. You can also put a couple of special plants under shelter if you want to. And then over here, we've got some bins on the side. We've got our honeybee box and all of our flowers. You could also add sprinklers if you wanted to help with the watering or have a gardener. You can also get a ranch hand too. This is our a little chicken coop area, and you might actually want to join these areas so the chickens can help the plants as well as the bees if you wanted to, with a bit of terrain action there. I also added some greenery to the sides of the house just to make it more overgrown. We managed to fit in our horse barrels here, which will be handy for the horse riding skill. The llama or cow area. You could also get the mini animals as well. And in here is one horse stable. So like I said, I basically just got this from the pre-made rooms and added a couple of decor objects. I love that in the middle we actually have our shed area. I think that's a nice way to separate the two horse stables. We've got our shed, and then the other horse stable is in here with slightly different things on the wall. Then we have our veggie patches for the giant patches. Our area for our other llama, I actually just realized I forgot to put a few things under these trees to blend them into the garden more. So I'll do that before I upload. Then of course we have our orchard over here with one of, I think, everything on the left row, and then lemon trees. And then we have our grapevines with our actual grape plants in between the vines, so you can actually pick the grapes. Although those look like they're floating too. Why is everything always floating? I'll have to lower them. Then our monkey bars, and the wine shed. Well, nectar making shed, I should say. I love the colors in here. I just love the burnt color of the bricks with the green, and then the black wrought iron. And then in the basement, we have our storage. And then we actually have the house, which I love the house. I love the green and red again. And I think it's a really lovely family home. It's just got lots of kid-friendly stuff around the place. You could also change these doors to the timber doors. Now I'm looking at it, I kind of want to do that. When I go through the house, I always want to make more changes. But anyway, we've been working on this for like 5 hours, so let's not make any more changes right now. So yeah, TV area, lounge room, kids blackboard spot. I feel like they would have new things, but they would also collect old furniture that's been handed down generations, or a cool old lamp that put above the dining table. And I think our blue walls ended up working pretty nicely. So yeah, then we have our kitchen area. I tried to keep the benches more clean, just so you have space to put stuff and, you know, all of that. Then we have our main bathroom in here with our toilet rolls that are floral. Nice big bath. This also goes through to the kids' bedroom. A lovely, lovely kids' bedroom. Obviously, you can swap out one of the beds for a toddler bed or a bassinet, or a crib if you like. They've just got some toys and stuff everywhere. We can go out to, we've got to paint those walls, out to this gorgeous barbecue area, which I think just, imagine having a wine out here in summer and looking at your horses in the stable. I mean, come on, what a dream. What a dream. So we can go on this door again. And over here is a home office. I don't think I actually shot this part for you guys, but this is just a cute double home office. So actually it's a triple home office because you have 2 desks with computers, a lovely bookshelf, and then you also have the little kids' desk area so they can do their art in here, as well as the decorative pieces. And yes, that wallpaper's meant to be there. I just thought it looked kind of cool. And then last of all, we can go look at the parents' room. So here's the main bedroom. I ended up changing it back to pink. There's some pet beds in here too. I actually love this room. It looks very cozy, and you have access straight outside through those gorgeous French doors, a dresser, and then the ensuite in here, which is pink. Hey. What happened to my thing here? I had a thing. Oh, wait. When we deleted the door, I forgot to place the bathroom shelf in. Where's my bathroom shelf? There we go. Pop that in there. Cute. So yeah, that is the house, you guys. I'll just paint those little sides. I'll upload it to the gallery, and my username is Deligracy. So thanks for watching. And as always, thank you so much to my amazing members for all of your support. If you'd like to become a member, there is a link in the description down below. There's a bonus video every week for stuff that I do off camera and behind the scenes, as well as a library of over 100 videos you can watch right away. So if you're interested in checking that out, the link's there. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I can't wait to speak to you all soon. Dag dag!